Well, hello everyone, it's Curtis, and this is one of my favorite things in the world to talk about. It's called passion. Living with passion, owning your passion, knowing that passion supersedes natural ability. It's time for you today to make a decision to start living your life with deep passion. And I can't wait to tell you more about igniting the passion that's living inside of you right now. Well, hello and welcome to the next 24 hours. You're in the right place, but this series is actually going to be Life at Performance Level, and this is going to be based on my best-selling book, Life at Performance Level, and my keynote speech. So I want you to really jump into this content, feel great about it, because I'm going to give you all the tools you need to take your life to a higher level of performance. Get ready to live the dream. So, when we think about passion, we think about crazy people that are all jacked up all the time and they're running around, woohoo, living the dream. Well, not exactly. I want you to take that down about 15 notches right now in your own mind, because I have to go to the other side of what passion really is and what dedication to becoming the person you want and acquiring the skills you need to take you forward in your life. Because failing is a huge part of being passionate about your life. You know, in my program, I teach thousands of people how to juggle every year. I call it failing successfully. Every time they drop the ball, they're that much closer to learning how to juggle. But I want to give this a real life story. I want you to think about what you're able to do right now in your own life to change where it is you're moving and how fast you want to get there. So I'm lucky enough to be surrounded with some really passionate people. Here in the office, we have Clara, one of the amazing, talented people that works in my office, and her husband that also spends time with us and works with us. And he actually is doing the sound and all of the editing and everything for this podcast right now. So both of them are sitting in their room with me. But I don't want to talk about either one of them, even though they're both passionate and amazing people. I actually want to talk about somebody that Ben, now this is Clara's husband, Ben was just telling me about. And it's this crazy 19-year-old kid. Now, Ben is in a band. It's called Telehope, and they're amazing, and they're impacting young people's lives, and they're impacting people with great content and great music. If you get a chance, I really want you to check out Telehope. It's amazing, great, good stuff for your kids to be listening to or for you to tune into as well. But I really want to talk about this crazy 19-year-old kid that is dying to be part of the band. And every time he hears that there might be a need somewhere, he starts practicing like crazy. So here's an example. So he's been playing the piano. He's actually a gifted pianist. He's been playing since he was 9. He's been playing for 10 years now. Also jazz. He plays a sax. He plays jazz. It's awesome. And the funny thing is he also plays a little bass. But the reason why he plays bass is because he heard that Telehope might be needing a new bass player. They may be looking at adding bass or using bass in a new way. So all of a sudden, this kid picks it up and he starts playing. He's playing like crazy. He's playing. And then all of a sudden, no, we don't need a bass player. That's not happening. So, that's passion that was not answered. He was passionate. He put hours and hours and hours into playing the bass. No, we're not going to need a bass player. That's called dropping the ball. I practice and practice. I dropped the ball. And did he give up? Did he stop? No. He stayed close to the band. He kept listening. He kept thinking, what else might they need? And then he found out that they may be looking for a drummer. They may need a drummer. So he started practice. Now remember, he doesn't play the drums. He's not a drummer. He hasn't been playing for 15 years. But he gets passionate about the mission of Telehope and about the mission that he wants to be a part of, so much so that he starts practicing. And he practiced and he practiced and he practiced. He practiced 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. His hands literally are torn to shreds. And he has to put medication on them and keep them covered when he's not practicing. Ben shows up at about 8:30 in the morning to rehearse. He's always there at 8 o'clock. Hey, if the rehearsal's that evening, this crazy 19-year-old kid, he might be there till midnight after everyone else practicing. He's got to get his 4 hours in every day. Now, the coolest part of this story for me is this crazy kid. His name's James, and it's actually Ben's brother. So seeing everything that Ben's put his life and his passion and his love into, and seeing that and seeing them go on the road and seeing them do shows and wanting to be a part of that so badly just warms my heart. It makes me see, all that work people do to make their dreams come true. I know you think it just magically happens. It doesn't. His hands are torn to shreds. He took his life savings and bought a giant drum set so he could show up and he could perform at the level needed to be part of the band. And I'm here to tell you today, he's getting ready to go on his first tour. It's the biggest tour Telehope's ever had. They're going to be gone for 9 days. They're going to do 7 shows all over the United States. And their new drummer is there. Not because of his natural gifts, but because he put all the hours in. Passion supersedes natural ability. Let's talk about you and your passion. Where is it? Is it living in your brands? Is it living in your services? Is it living in your relationships? Are you saying, no, Curtis, I need these things to happen, then I'll get passionate? Listen, I hate to break it to you. I don't know how many more days you get on the planet. Are your hands destroyed right now because you have something you're passionate about and you're willing to do the work regardless if you're ever going to win a Grammy? I don't care about the Grammy. I care about the next thing and the next thing to make your dreams come true, just like James. Believe me, for him to go on this tour, it is a Grammy to him. He gets to be part of the band, hang out with his brother who's amazing, and live his dream through his passion. Get passionate about your goals. Get passionate about your life and your relationships. And one day, you might go on tour and live your dream like James gets to do. All right, time for the 24-hour challenge. I want you to take all your savings and go buy a drum set. Just kidding. But what I do want you to do is take the passion that you have and actualize it in your real life. Actualize it in your everyday world that is tomorrow. So 2 things you're going to do. 1, I want you to just, when you walk in a room, when you answer the phone, I want you to start with this. Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing? See that? See the way that sounded? Listen to this. Good morning. How's everyone today? Feel that? Listen to this. Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? So excited to get on this call. Take that energy and bring it into the room. Passion isn't just this thing that's like hanging around in the ozone and you got to hope that it just floats over your house. Passion is something that you have to actually actualize. Now, I was a mime for 25 years, and your physicality has a huge part of your passion. So if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling the love, you're about to get on a phone call, stand up. Do 2 jumping jacks. Put your hands on your hips and do a power pose like Superman and go, I'm living the dream. Do that first so you show up warmed up. You show up to the meeting. You show up to your kids. You show up to your own life with passion. Do it tomorrow. You have 24 hours to just try this craziness, and I think it might change your life. I'm so excited that you are here listening to Life at Performance Level, so much so, and we talk about living the dream, that I actually have a gift for you. That's right. If you go to Want to Live the Dream on my website, curtiszimmerman.com, and you click on that, I'm going to send you a free Live in the Dream wristband. And that wristband is just going to remind you to listen into the podcast and to really live this information so you can ultimately live the dream. Enjoy.